Today's hashtag relationships topic is for women who say that they are looking or waiting for a God fearing man. Now, I've spent a lot of time talking to my sisters, and I appreciate you, sister, for being such a good sport and for offering so much support. But I want to talk to the brothers now. Yes, brothers, it's your turn. We have a lot that we need to discuss. And I'm going to use the God-fearing man as today's backdrop. Now, this is not about religion, and I am not going to talk to you about God. I am going to talk to you about men, man to man. Now, women, you are more than welcome to listen in, but I'm speaking to the brothers right now. Brothers, women tell me that they want a God-fearing man, that they are looking to meet a God-fearing man, and that they are willing to wait for a God-fearing man. But my question to that objective is, what exactly does that mean? And what does it mean for you, my brother? What does that require of you? Does it mean that you have to go to church every Sunday? No, of course not. Because we know that there's a great percentage of my dear brothers who go to church only to seek after single women, and in some cases married women, while at the church is the perfect place to score. Brothers, women have told me for many, many years that you, sir, are intimidated by her level of education and by her success in the workplace. And so I must say to you, brother, that you cannot be a God-fearing man if you are, in fact, intimidated by a woman. More specifically, intimidated by your woman. Afraid that she might get mad at you. So you just kind of keep your mouth shut as you watch her drive the both of you off of a cliff. She said to me she's trying to let you be the man. Now, brother, I'm going to come back to that. You know, you can't actually describe what a God-fearing man looks like. And like I said, I'm not here to talk to you about God. I'm not here to make this turn it into a religious conversation, because actually it's not. It has nothing to do with religion at all. It's just a cliche. When she says, I'm looking for a God-fearing man, that makes her look decent. But how does it make you look, brother? Because she seems to have a hard time finding a honest-to-goodness God-fearing man. But you can only identify the God-fearing man by his duties, his assignment, his charge, so to speak, his obligation to his role and responsibilities. You can only identify this particular man by his commitment to the task that he is required to perform as a man. Do you identify him by his abilities to quote scripture? Because Ecclesiastes 12:13 said, fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. No, his ability to quote scripture doesn't mean he's a God-fearing man. Why? Atheists can quote scripture just to prove that why they are non-believers. So let's look at it. Number one, a God-fearing man, for example, does not sit back and allow society and or the government to raise his children. Number two, he is not disrespectful to women, to men, or himself. We're talking about men. Number three, a God-fearing man, here's a really good indication. He wants a wife. I'm going to say that again. A God-fearing man actually wants a wife. He wants to marry. Why? Because he wants to satisfy the scripture that says, therefore shall a man leave his mother and father and cleave unto his wife. And so, brother, when you tell her that you're not interested in getting married, well, you just told her that you, sir, are not a God-fearing man. Now, if you would like to challenge me on that, then I'm here for that too. I'm up for the challenge. And I welcome all reactions and responses. I don't do this for likes. I don't do this for popularity. I'm not in it for that. I'm not even concerned about that. I'm concerned about how we look today as men. And if someone else would gladly have this conversation, I would just probably get a pen and paper and take notes. Number 5, when you tell a woman, brother, that in your previous relationship with your baby's mama, not your ex-wife, but your baby's mama, when you tell this new woman that you met that the reason why you don't see or spend time with your children is because your baby's mama don't allow you to see your own children, well, you have just said that your baby's mama is not allowing you to be a God-fearing man. Now, there's a lot of places where I can go with you on this subject, but I wanted to use your scriptures as a backdrop only because it's in the phraseology. Forgive me, please. When women say they want a God-fearing man, it's difficult not to associate some biblical examples and or references. But I like to start at the beginning with the most popular couple of all time, Adam and Eve, when Eve clearly got distracted by whatever was going on in the midst of the garden, according to the story, and she was enticed by another entity. And Adam was standing right there next to her, according to the story. And as Eve, for those of you who need a refresher, she was, for lack of a better term, distracted. She was coerced into partaking of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, of which God told Adam to not only, you don't partake of it, don't even go near it, the tree that's located in the midst of the garden. But Eve took it upon herself to go ahead and do so. And Adam, not manning up, he was right there on the scene when Eve did partake of the forbidden fruit, and she gave the forbidden fruit to Adam, and he partook of it as well. And the worst part of it, Adam blamed the whole thing on Eve. But I want to say to you, brothers, that the stuff that's going on out there today with our women and our children, it is our fault. It's happening on our watch, and we're gonna talk about that in nauseating detail going forward. There will be a part two to this discussion. It's not something that I look forward to talking about, but I think it's necessary to go ahead and have the conversation. Why? Because I'm only here to help. I want for you what I want for myself. I want for you guys to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to live a life of longevity and one of fulfillment. But above all these things combined, I wish upon you many, many blessings, brother. Let's go man to man, and let's go part two of when women say they want a God-fearing man. What exactly are they saying? What are they saying that they are looking for? Now, I welcome your responses, and as always, my name is Jay Jackson.